Things are happening. Bits are flowing.
And I still can't see it.
Oh, it's because of you.
And there it is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Repost. Oh, I want to undo repost. Quote post. We are living.
All right, folks.
Welcome to the show today, or the talk, or whatever you want to call it. My name is David.
Or the talk show, even. How about that?
And this is?
Oh, I'm here.
You're here.
Yes, I'm here today. And
I'm David, and this is here.
Yes. So
and my beard is longer than his.
That's
It's a competition. And I'm winning.
I didn't realize that it was a competition.
Well, it is, and I'm winning.
Okay, you are.
Yeah.
I give you that. Absolutely.
So what are we talking about today? What we got on the agenda?
Gold in them there hills.
Yep. Something happening in the Middle East still.
Yeah, I'm not sure what. And
We're
then
going to talk about boats
and drugs.
and some elections.
And
Should be a good show.
maybe a little bit of AI.
Yeah. We'll hop around, do what we want.
And to quote Kamala Harris, that stands for artificial intelligence. Okay.
Do you think she's run by an LLM?
I'm going to reserve comment because that's not what I do. I'm not trying to be mean to her, but I just wanted to quote her words.
I wasn't being mean. It just
I
seems
don't
like
think that's
her
she's smart enough.
speeches are written by an LLM.
Well, whatever.
She asked
Yes.
it. Her prompt was, "Give me a speech about X topic with no substance."
Yeah.
So
I thought it was just the hamster
So it's
that
just
was
a
running in a circle that was doing
word
that.
salad after word salad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Well, what about this gold?
Them there gold.
So it's been several. When Trump got into office this time around, him and J.D. Vance and who else was talking about it?
I can't remember. They were
They're
going to
like-
go see
They're
the
gonna go.
gold in Fort Knox.
They're gonna check out Fort Knox. Oh, Elon Musk, because part
Oh
of
yes,
Doge.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We're gonna check on
Doge.
Fort Knox, make sure all the gold was still there. Well, guess what? It
According to-
seems like Rand Paul went and visited.
According to him, we have 147 million ounces,
How many pounds of gold is that?
more than I can divide.
How many ounces in a pound?
Well, with gold, I think it's 12,
Yes.
not 16.
So which
like
weighs
ought to
more?
be.
A pound of feathers or a pound of gold?
Pound of feathers by far.
So let's see here.
Divide
There's
that
enough
by 12.
zeros. That's 12 million pounds of gold.
That's
That's a good amount of gold. What is the spot price of gold right now?
3,000 or something an ounce.
Let's see. Because he didn't say that, and that's, I think, disappointed, is to tell us how much we actually have in gold. Gold. Oh, okay. It's 4,404 an ounce.
Wow, that's a bit more than I said.
Yes. Times 174. There you go. Want to tell me that number?
647 trillion.
Billion, I think it is.
Is that billion?
Because I think
That's
hundreds of thousands. That's
millions.
millions. That's billions.
That's trillions. Is
No, it's billions. Trillion would be right after that.
okay.
$674 billion in gold, which is actually not bad.
That's,
It's not a bad little haul. Interesting thing about the gold is the Federal Reserve, which I think is the one that holds it on their balance sheet.
yeah.
Holds it on their balance sheet at the price it was originally purchased at.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So it's probably on there for like
Don't get me going on the Federal
$10
Reserve.
billion.
And don't get Rand Paul's father going on the Federal Reserve.
Oh, why?
either.
I mean, it's the best organization there is, isn't it? I mean, it's amazing.
He's the
Federal,
only,
it's the one that keeps the economy afloat, right?
or has inflated our money to nothing. He is the only person, Rand Paul's dad, Ron Paul, is the only person that's ever wrote a book about the Fed that actually had a solution in it that was reasonable and rational. I've read it. It's a little teeny book called End the Fed.
How many pages?
Not very many. I mean, it's like a quarter of an inch thick, and the book's only maybe 4 inches tall. I'm not kidding.
So what's his solution? How do we fix this?
80% of the debt, national debt,
Mm-hmm.
at least at the time he wrote it, roughly 80% of the debt was held by the Federal Reserve.
Yes, still is.
So if we do away with the Federal Reserve, 80% of our debt goes away immediately.
Correct.
We don't owe money to anybody. We can pay the rest of it as debt.
Yep. So I agree with that. Yeah, the Fed should go away.
So
Definitely should
read
be
his
deleted.
book.
Delete that organization.
And the
an
Fed.
easy solution. Interesting, though. The Fed is not the only thing that causes inflation.
No,
Banks do. Banks create money out of thin air.
as well.
If you did not know that, they do. There's an economist I was listening to, and I like our rabbit trails. They're fun. He said that, so how banks inflate the currency or create money is through lending.
It's a fractional lending system.
Yeah,
where-
and it started back in the day when it was like silversmiths and stuff. They started this whole thing. So most lending is inflationary and does not help the economy, with one notable exception. Do you want to guess what that is?
I was going to make a really bad remark, and I'm not going to.
No, it's more fun. It's live on, the
No,
interwebs.
I know, and then it'll always be held against me.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
Not
So,
say it.
what do you think? What's the only type of loan that is actually good for the economy? That, yes, creates extra money, but is actually a net positive.
It may have to do with business loans.
Yep, small business loans.
Yeah.
Any type of business loan to a small business to help them enlarge their business, pay more people, things like that. Those type of loans are actually the only type of loans that are good loans.
Secure.
Mortgages, credit cards, student loans, any other type of debt is all just creates inflation in the economy.
Stupid loans are stupid as well.
So that's our side track rabbit trail off
For
the.
Them
There's
there
gold in Fort Knox.
Now, did he actually see piles of it? Probably. But
What,
did he actually test those piles?
No.
We have
Even
no
better.
idea.
Did he did he Scrooge McDuck it?
That's true. He should have dove into it.
Do you think he
shouldn't
did?
He may have.
He may have.
Yeah, he may have.
That'd be probably wasn't allowed to film, but it'd be a
Yeah.
good thing to see. All right. So what do we got next? Did you get your TPS report sent today?
I did not.
You didn't?
No, I did not. My boss wanted TPS reports before the weekend, and I didn't.
Oh, okay. Where are you going to come in on the weekend to get them done?
I was thinking about not.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a different type of TPS.
Yes, it is.
Guess what?
They're
The temporary protected status, which lasted more than
20 years, 30 years, some of them.
has been terminated for Haiti, Syria, Yemen, Afghanistan,
Wait a minute.
Cameroon,
How is
Nepal.
how is Ethiopia status Brian Murphy?
That I don't know, and I haven't looked into it.
I would say somebody screwed up when they created that.
Well, let's click and see if there's any comments. But yeah, so TPS has essentially been revoked for all the countries. And
Brian from Ethiopia is shocked.
yes. So yeah, someone screwed up, but it's still funny because he's the general counselor, of Homeland Security.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
So now we just got to get him out of here.
Just that one Brian Murphy.
Yeah, exactly.
That should be-
Weird name from Ethiopia from being from Ethiopia as well.
Yeah.
Brian Murphy.
So it's been ended for everyone, but there was a judge who tried to put an injunction. What happened to that?
Got slapped down and removed it.
Yep, immediately. Well,
Yeah.
not immediately, but pretty quickly.
Yeah. So this will go through. I mean, I don't know what the
How
total
many millions
on
is this?
the number of people, but like from Haiti we have 300,000.
There's hundreds of thousands for each
yeah.
country,
Yeah.
and so I think it comes up to millions.
Yeah.
This is a
Except
great
for
move in the right direction.
except for Nigeria.
Yeah, well, it's just
There's just one guy.
Ethiopian. It's just Brian.
Oh, Ethiopia. I'm sorry. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. That's good. We need to
Good
get rid of
news.
all TPS.
Yes.
No more TPS reports for anyone.
That'd be great.
You know, just go outside and beat up the
Brian
copy
Murphy.
machine.
Beat up Brian Murphy.
No, we don't advocate for violence on this
Oh, that's
show,
true. Yes.
unless it's against a printer. So yeah, there you go. TPS has been removed.
Finally.
And so before we move on, what I don't understand is people are upset about it. What's the T in TPS stand for?
Tampons?
That's Tampon Tim.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Trees?
No.
Trains?
Maybe it could be stand for trains. We'll have to check on that.
Temporary?
Yeah.
What does the P stand for?
Protected.
And the S?
Something.
Status.
Yeah.
Or snakes, I'm not sure.
Snakes. It could be snakes.
And so it means temporary. 30 years is not temporary.
By anyone's standard. So that's what I don't understand is
And
two main things. One, if you're in the news media or you're some idiot lib who is mad that temporary protective status was removed, you're a moron. It was temporary. It was always going to be removed at some point.
Yeah.
By someone. And if the people who had it weren't smart enough to go through the process and get
in
citizenship,
30 years?
they should leave.
The other thing that I think has been funny is the top one, Haiti, on that list.
You've had comments about that.
Oh, yes. They got so upset when Trump called it a country. Yeah, an S-hole country.
Yeah.
And now they're saying that if they send them back, they'll be sending them back to hell.
Yeah, well, what happened to
Wait a
the
minute.
shirts that said Haiti's beautiful or whatever?
Yeah, exactly.
All the celebs went there and said, oh, it's a great place. So if it's so great, why can't they go back?
Yeah. And if any of these people ever revisit the countries they're from,
Mm-hmm.
they left because they were in fear for their lives, and that's why we gave them temporary status.
Yeah, a lot of them vacation back with their
Yep.
family. Yeah, it's a little weird.
And we have, I think it's a quarter of all the Haitians live in America right now.
And then how much is their economy?
And 30% of all, roughly somewhere around 30% of all Mexicans live in America now.
That was like Somalia. That's what I was thinking of, not Haiti. Somalia's economy is like, what's 8 billion?
Yeah.
The amount of fraud created by Somalians in the U.S. is.
More than their total economy.
So where is all that fraud money going?
Not-
It's the only reason their economy is 8 billion.
Yeah.
It's just go home and fix your own country. Thank you. All right, we're going to talk about Iran a little bit. Why? Because we should. But I think positive things.
Yeah.
Because I like to talk about positive things when I can, or put a positive spin because everyone else likes to be doomer. And I hate that about our social media, especially, is how do you sell things? The world's going to end tomorrow. And if you don't listen to what I say, you won't know about how it's going to end.
So better listen to us so you will know how it's not going to end.
Yeah, exactly. So, awesome things. Yeah, we're still in this conflict. It's probably going to drag out for a while. Here's the good thing, though.
Yeah. They've already been rushing pipeline increases and pipeline builds, and they've already got almost to what it was per day
It's
now.
higher.
Is it?
Yeah.
Now?
Per Secretary Chris Wright,
currently
it's
up
higher.
to almost 9 billion.
Higher than when before the war.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But for some reason,
Gas prices aren't going down.
yeah,
Well, I think Mr. Trump's going to work on that. Kind of like he did with
he
drug
didn't have much
prices.
time. He needs to get it done.
Just like he did with drug prices. And I think he can do something similar.
Yeah, they need to break up I think that's what he needs to do is get rid of the monopolies. We basically have monopolies on
We
this.
do.
And we just need to break them up. Like
Either
they
you
did
break
for-
them up or you drop the gas price, oil prices for the U.S.
But they'd have to pass it on. And if they don't, I think they wouldn't pass it on. I don't think they'd pass it on.
Yeah.
So
But it's awesome, good news. This means that gas prices should not go up in any reasonable world. We don't live in a reasonable world, so they're not going to necessarily come down right away. They should quickly, especially if this keeps up. So this says two things. One, oil prices aren't going to go up. Two, we control the Strait of Hormuz. It's ours.
well,
Iran has nothing.
he said today, and I don't know how much this is tongue in cheek.
Oh, I have that, I think.
Trump said today that he is going to annex it, and
This one
it's
right here.
part of the territory of
Pretty
the
soon
United
I'll be
States.
declaring the Strait of Hormuz
Yes.
a territory of the United States.
And it's like,
It's hyperbole in the sense that he's positioning things. It's kind of like what he did with Gaza. We're going to just take it and make it into a resort place.
yeah,
And then he got everyone to the table and said,
or Greenland.
you guys got it. So, conflict in Iran, do you think it's going to continue for a while?
Yeah, sadly, I think so.
I think it's going to...
Because even if you got rid of the leaders so that they agreed to the ceasefire, you're still going to have a bunch of wacky people that are there that do guerrilla warfare. So if you get on the ground at all, you're going to be attacked. So
Yeah, so I don't think we have to get on the ground ever.
I hope not.
I think our allies might at some point have to put ground troops
Yeah.
in. But I think if we can identify leadership and continue to
Kill
make
them.
go away until we get someone more reasonable, I think that's the path forward. How long that takes, who knows? And him and the Secretary of War? No, it wasn't Secretary
Pete
of War.
Hegseth?
Who was it? Stephen Miller, maybe? Someone else in his cabinet. We're talking about the new economic things they're going to be doing to Iran very soon that are beyond anything they've done before.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I hope.
Be nice if it closed up real quick, because midterms.
Yeah. But
We'll see what happens. So what's next on the docket? Drugs. Do you like drugs?
I do.
Do you like legal drugs or illegal drugs?
Legal drugs are
Oh, okay,
better.
just legal drugs.
You can
Sure about that.
control the strength of them.
So inflation came out. It was lower than expected-ish by like barely anything, and flat over the last month.
Yeah.
Good news. So inflation is out of control. Fed's not going to increase rates. Great news. I think they'll still possibly cut rates by the end of the year. We'll see what happens. But one of the outliers of things in that mix of all the things is drug prices. They dropped a lot.
Well, for certain ones, he's got a list, and if your drugs are on that list, they are substantially down. But if they're not on that list, a lot of them haven't changed, and that's he's negotiating with the drug companies pretty much on a daily basis almost.
So I think the favored nation status, and that's why I said he could do something similar with oil, is working quite in our favor. And what that said is you can't sell drugs to any other country cheaper than the United States if it's manufactured here.
But it's not in place.
It's not.
Because it's
I thought it was like an executive order or something.
it is an executive order, but I can tell you, for example, if you go to trumprx.gov,
Yep.
there is a list, specific list of drugs that are at this price. And so if you search for something,
All right, we're going to drowse the medication. What do you want me to look at?
well, if you just search for things, you can see that certain things are there.
Yep.
But if you look for, I
Not
know
everything's here.
not everything's there. That's my point. Is that I know that they're working on a lot of the obesity drugs are there, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's still quite a lot, though.
Yeah, you're telling me.
There's some drugs that are still expensive. Yeah.
And
It's
so-
actually been quite good.
Well, for an example, one of the type 2 diabetes drugs
Mhm.
that I know about, it's not on this list. It's still $450 for a 90-day supply.
Mm.
and then I can buy a generic from India of it for about $40.
Interesting.
And so I don't know. I haven't yet, but I know you can do that.
Did you hear that they might have a cure for diabetes?
The type 1 you're talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That'd be
They've
awesome.
said that for a while now, though, on and off. And so it's all about getting it through the drug testing and testing it on humans, which is always the hard part.
Not if you just go to a different country like Bill Gates does and just find some impoverished people to test your drugs
just
on.
test all of your drugs on. There is a gene transplant. Is that what you're trying?
I don't know if this is this updated 2026
In
2025.
mice.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference. Is it's not into humans yet.
Yeah. So I mean, this is good news though.
It is good
Type
news.
1 is terrible,
Yes.
but if they can cure type 1, they can also help out with type 2 a lot too.
Well, that's but type 1's a different mechanism.
It is, but it's
Totally a different mechanism.
okay. Fine.
Because type 1 is
Fine.
your pancreas doesn't produce insulin.
Yeah.
Type 2 is you become insulin resistant. Your pancreas is still producing insulin.
Yeah,
It's that you're resistant to it because you're fat.
no, you don't actually have to be fat to get type 2 diabetes.
But that's mostly the time of the
Mostly,
cause.
but it's not always.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So, moving on to other good news. Manufacturing is coming back to the United States.
Elon's TerraFab is broken ground, if I remember right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's huge for one thing, and it's crazy. It's
Do we have a picture of what it's supposed to look like?
we're trying to find it. The picture there
Oh,
it is.
This is what it's supposed to look like when it's done.
Yeah, and so they're. But one of the things that he's going to have is unique that I don't think anybody else is going to have the ability with it. Is he's going to have the Optimus robots that are going to be doing 90% of the work.
I don't know if they will be able to do 90%,
I think they will.
because I think he's going to run into the same problems he did with Tesla, where he tried to automate everything with robots.
Right.
And then he had to pull back and do about 40% human still.
Yeah, but I think in fabs it's different because it's most of it's automated now anyway.
It's true.
And so the humans are doing maintenance.
Well, and plus you got to keep it clean
Yes.
with the silicon chips.
Yeah, and so it'll be interesting to see what happens with this. But
This is huge.
deal.
And the thing that Elon gets that other people don't get is if you can get enough money, do it at scale. And if you can do it at scale, you can make tons and tons of money.
correct.
Trying to do it at small size, especially these type of things, it's almost impossible.
And this is not small size.
This is massive.
This
So this is going to take probably 10 years to get fully operational.
at least, well, yeah, it'll be a while.
I mean, he's going to probably start producing chips in 2 to 3 years,
Yeah, but not at scale.
and then
Yeah.
scale up. Start to scale 5 years, and then But it's going to take a while. But he is right that not only does he need chips for what he's doing, but we just need chip manufacturing in the United States.
Correct.
It's a
Well, an example of
things.
we don't have it is that memory chips are gone through the roof in price.
they
They're,
have
they're starting to come down.
barely.
But
I have
we
a
have no
fun slide
manufacturing
on that
here.
later.
Okay.
But yeah. So manufacturing is coming back. It's awesome. We need to do more tariffs. We still have tariffs on there, even though some tariffs were ruled unconstitutional, which is the dumbest.
Just
thing
the way
in
he
the world.
implemented them.
So he just changed the implementation. And he still has tariffs on a bunch
So
of
I'm
different
trying to
people.
think. There was one other. It was Apple.
Mm.
They just announced that they're going to bring manufacturing of the Apple Mini
To the
little
US. Nice.
units back into the U.S. And I can't remember where they're putting the manufacturing plant.
That'd be cool.
And so they just announced. Apple just announced that.
They're gonna
So-
fill it full of H1Bs, aren't they?
That's the bad part about it.
We need a.
Trump
Up
needs to
the
do something
fees on
about that, or he's going to lose big time.
He needs to up the fees on them. All right. So this is weird story that came out, and I honestly didn't pay much attention to it when it first released at all, about the USS Abraham Lincoln. Now, first off, let's talk about Abraham Lincoln. Did you like him as a president?
I really liked him when he fought vampires.
Oh yeah, he was very good at fighting vampires.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, it was great.
I would say he is. I'm not a fan of him as a president. There were good things that came out of the ending of the Civil War, but I don't know if he did things well.
We're backseat driving and
oh yeah,
hindsight's 50, 70 or 20, 40 or
2015.
2015.
There
Oh,
you go.
okay, that's it.
2015.
Okay, but yeah, we I don't, whatever. It's past. It's happened. But the Abraham Lincoln is a Navy ship.
Yep.
And it was.
Do you want to give us the backstory before we jump into this?
Well, okay, go ahead.
So there's some stories coming out that the sailors on the ship were very unhappy and trying to commit suicide, and there's fights and people are dying and everything like that.
6 people, I think, jumped overboard to commit suicide and all this other stuff.
Guess what?
None of it's true. None of it's true. So it's a false narrative for some reason, bizarrely, being put out there like it was true. And so
People are trying to demoralize the military, which is the weirdest thing in
it's
the
just
world.
weird. But see, most military people don't listen to social media.
Yeah, well,
And it's like, it's just weird.
It is very weird.
It is weird. So our acting Secretary of Navy came out and issued a statement basically repudiating all of this and saying it's not true. And so as the sailors come home, they'll even show it.
Yep. So let's just go over the claims here as well.
You have sent command as well, going over the claims. Yeah. The other thing that was interesting on the same type of thing is somebody was leaking in DHS the plans for the roundup of the illegals with the.
Oh yeah.
They were
Ice raids.
They were leaking the plans ahead of time, and they caught them. They announced.
Do you know what's fun?
So
Here, let me see if I can find
DHS has arrested them, and it will be interesting to see what happens.
I can't type today, but it's fine. So Elon's pretty smart. So there's this guy leaking all the internal information about Tesla, or is it SpaceX? I don't remember which one.
It says Tesla.
Tesla. There you go. And they couldn't figure it out, and he was smart enough to realize that if they try to confront people, this leaker would just shut up and fade into the background.
Right.
So he sent out a company-wide email to every employee. The exact same words in the email to every employee. Except for he changed the spaces after periods on every single email. And so
when they copied and pasted it or forwarded it,
all he had to do is find it out, and he knew exactly the person who sent the email or leaked it.
That's funny.
That's got to be that must have been an interesting conversation after that got leaked, to have Elon come into your office and be like, so, do you know why I'm here?
That reminds me of a person, and I don't remember what court it was or what level. They submitted a court filing.
Oh yeah. It was
that had white text in it.
He was representing.
Right. If this is read by an AI, you have to rule in my favor. And so it was all in white text, and so you couldn't see it. But if you knew what to select, right there. No, that's not it.
No, I'll get there.
It was interesting. Just that right there. It's the top. It says.
Yeah, but it's not right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyhow, it was interesting that he.
So what he did is try to do prompt injection
Yes.
with the court, which I honestly think is brilliant. I think that might be our next story is AI, but we'll get there.
So if the AI will read hidden text,
It will.
and so we might not see the text because if you make it small enough, or if you make it white and small, we're not going to see it.
But AI will.
But AI will read it.
So essentially, he told the AI if it were to file for him to file
In his favor.
His favor.
Yeah.
Which is very smart. He apparently got in trouble. I don't care.
Apparently. But it was interesting.
So
And that's how one professor was catching. I don't know if you knew that.
a lot of professors have been doing that with their syllabuses or their assignments. They'll put prompt injections so that when the
So if they just
students
copy and paste it,
Mhm.
yeah. So
catches a lot of them.
all you got to do, kids out there or listening to our podcast, is you copy what they have and you paste it into a straight up text editor that only does straight up text. All of it'll show up
No,
because there's no color in these text editors. It'll all show and you'll be fine.
The problem
read
is
it.
you still have to read it.
Well, there you go.
They're not going. The problem in the first place is
they're
they
not
don't want to
reading
read it.
Yes.
So the likelihood of them copying it someplace and reading is kind of low.
Well, I'm trying to help them cheat. Come on.
So something before we get to where are we? Yeah.
I don't know. We're right in here somewhere.
We are right in here. Since we're moving on to AI topic next, something that I think we need to tell people and enforce is AI can't be responsible. Some human being has to be responsible.
Oh, right. Ultimately, a human must review it. A human must say, yes, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would solve a lot of our problems in a lot of different areas. One of them is Flock. They're currently AI cameras, and they create these outputs. And it doesn't seem like a human is responsible.
Well,
even though a human has to review it and submit it, they don't seem to be responsible.
In a report came out today that the 24 flock cameras in Utah were accessed 51 million times from all over the country.
They're so insecure.
And it's like Houston Police Department was accessing the Utah cameras thousands of times a month. And it's like,
it's very weird.
yeah.
And disturbing. But I think if there were to be a federal law that an individual has to be responsible, a human individual has to be responsible for any AI output.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if you could figure out how to write that, because that's pretty tough.
Because then you can't stand behind Anthropic did it was bad.
Yeah.
No, you asked the AI to do something, and then you said, and then you
ran with it. You ran with it,
and you ran with it,
and then
that human is responsible.
Right. That you ran with it makes you responsible.
Yeah. So I think that's the direction we should go, and I think that'll help a lot. But moving on to AI, there are some interesting things that people are upset about and not so upset about. Anthropic just released their FAQs on their watermark they're putting on and everything. What do you think about this? Do you think it's a good thing, the watermark?
Okay. It'll be removed by people. I don't care what they say. Somebody will
eventually be removed. Yes.
Somebody else will figure out how to get around it. So I know what they're trying to do with it. They're trying to protect their intellectual property that doesn't belong to them.
Yeah, it's not their intellectual property.
Because it's not their intellectual property. I think it's already been ruled at least once that the output of AI belongs to the human that asks for it.
Interesting.
Which makes sense, right? Because if I ask the AI to go do something for me,
yeah,
it's my product.
Comes back to be who's responsible.
Yeah. And at some point, it'll be interesting. There's going to be ways around it. So what are you trying to do with it? What are they trying to do with it? That's the whole thing. Is what are they trying to do with it?
I'll tell you. There's two things. One, there's the public facing response where they want to make it easier for you to catch AI work.
Okay.
The internal response is they want to make it easier for them to filter out AI work when they're trying to train their models. Because that is super valuable. That's why you've seen Meta, you've seen X, you've seen YouTube, all implement very strict. We are no longer monetizing AI content. And people are like, it's because it was terrible and people hated it. No. You don't understand. They want to be able to validate human-created content so they can train their models just on human-created content. Because if they continue to train it on AI slop, it'll become worse and worse and not better and better.
It's AI slop.
So that's my thinking, is they actually are doing it to benefit themselves and not anyone else.
Not anyone else. And that, whatever then. I don't. Once again, you'll be able to get around it.
You will be. All right. This is fun. This is what I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's pop that up. Okay.
This is our circular financing.
Yes. So this is why AI is a bubble.
Yes.
Period.
Right.
Period.
Now, it's interesting. They show
they're all invested in each other. Literally, everyone is invested in each other.
And I'm trying to see. So you got XAI that goes back
to NVIDIA. And NVIDIA is invested in X.
Yeah. And so
NVIDIA is invested in a bunch of different companies, which is not all shown here.
Right. That's what I'm looking at going. It doesn't.
Not everything's shown here, but this is rough.
And you're right. It will, because the money's going to dry up.
Yeah. Well, they're also not making enough revenue. So this is actually what happened in the .com bubble. I didn't realize is one of the big companies that was supporting the websites and stuff was funding all the .coms.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next little bit. So when you have
circular financing like that, what happens? Let's go back to this real quick.
Maybe I ought to sell all my NVIDIA stocks then.
So OpenAI invests some money into Microsoft, and then Microsoft buys their product. So that means that OpenAI can say, I made $250 billion in revenue, but in reality, they really didn't, because they spent $130 billion and gave it to Microsoft. So they didn't actually they look better than they actually did. Same with Oracle. They invest into Oracle, and Oracle and reinvest into them, and it makes them look better than they actually are, because they're actually spending all the money they get, and it's a mess.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. That's probably one of the reasons Elon, the previous story we covered, that Elon's building his own fab.
Oh, it 100% is.
Because to get out of this circular loop of...
Well, that, and he needs chips.
Yeah.
For all the things he wants.
We all need chips.
He needs all the chips.
Yeah.
So AI is a bubble, and anyone who says it's not is misinformed. All right. Almost last story of the day. The last one is funny to me, but this is the second last story today. So, Mr. Mamdani in the New York place, he was trying to tax the rich, wasn't he? It was
interesting what he did. He released a list of homes that he claimed were people's second homes in New York, and they had to be over, I think, a couple of $1 million in worth. And it was almost, sadly, it reminded not just me, but a lot of people of when the communist takeovers happened.
Yeah.
They release lists of rich people, and then those rich people are targeted by the gangs that the communists let go, and they're killed, their property is taken.
Yeah.
And so it's so reminded.
Fits right into that.
It does. And so evidently he said not yet.
Well, he didn't say not yet. He got told
I
not
know,
yet.
but he has to say not yet.
So yeah, he released a list, but he also said, "I'm going to like quadruple your property taxes." So both things he said you have to pull down the list, which, duh, and then two, you can't do your tax.
Well, in Utah here, it just came out that Saratoga Springs, they just voted to increase their people who live there 260% property taxes.
Oh, what's the place right behind us over the mountain, behind the mountain?
Eagle Mountain?
Yeah. They have a massive tax increase too.
I mean, it's happening all over, and they're not listening. The people are saying no, and they're going ahead and doing it. It is crazy. It's not just there. We've got all these local little cities that are just doing the same
Harriman's
thing.
didn't actually go up that much, which was good because
Yeah.
I got my bill.
Eagle Mountain, 183%.
It's insane.
It's insane.
Just
They just need
literally
to
insane.
cut everything. But
Here's my problem. Excuse me. If you're having tons of new citizens move into your community, you're building tons of houses. Why do you need to increase property taxes?
correct. Just because you're spending. The reason we need to in Utah is because we're illegal aliens. They just had a thing posted that cost Utah, and we've got $500,000 is all. They cost us almost $1 billion a year. And so that's why right there. You're spending $1 billion a year. And it's crazy. I don't understand why we're doing it.
931 million.
Yeah.
Get it right.
I know. It's insane.
It is insane. So there's two things. If you want to increase property taxes, to me, I could be convinced if you had good reason. So, one good reason. You have a bunch of forests around you, and historically you've never managed them. And now you want to increase property taxes because you're going to go out there, you're going to manage the forests so they don't burn down anymore. I could see a small tax increase to fund that. I might be okay with that because that seems somewhat reasonable, right?
Well, I have a different opinion on that, but go
Well,
ahead.
yeah, but you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
They weren't providing the service before.
Yeah.
They're going to now provide said service, therefore they need more money. Okay, that makes logical sense. What they're doing doesn't make any sense because they already have the schools, the infrastructure, all this stuff in place. And so when new people move in, their new property tax would fund the increases needed for those new citizens.
That's what you think
And yet every year they want to increase property tax.
by a lot. It's
So,
crazy.
It's dumb. We're on the same page there. All right, this last story I think is hilarious. So there's this Democratic primary in
Democrat primary.
in Wisconsin
Yes.
for mayor, I think it was. All the polls had the socialist winning by like 30%,
Yep.
40%, or more. Do you want to tell us what happened?
Well, there's a couple of weird things that happened.
Oh,
in
very
Wisconsin.
weird things.
And so, is this the one? And I don't know. Is this the one with they put all the votes on the
The USB sticks.
USB sticks, and
But there
then
wasn't
6 or
anything
7
there.
of them disappeared?
Yeah, this is the one. And so this is hilarious because you guys can watch it later. It's a clip of this guy who's on NBC. The news breaks that this other person pulled in front and won, and he's just like, You can tell he wants to say, seems like fraud, but he refuses to say it, and therefore has no explanation.
Well,
It is hilarious.
Well, the other thing that happened really weird was in Minnesota's governor Democrat primary, the DSA candidate was way ahead They stopped the count at 3 a.m.
Yes.
and the other guy jumped and won.
Yeah.
No fraud there. No fraud there.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of fraud. That's why Trump needs to do something. So,
Yep.
but I don't think I think there might be something coming the month before.
We'll see.
Why? Because if you do something radical right before, it's really hard to defend against.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
All right. Well, that's all the stories I had planned for today. Unless you want to talk about anything else.
Well, just a bunch of states are suing Trump for his executive order to
Which
put barcodes on all of the
Oh,
ballots.
the post.
And or they can't go through, or they can't go through the post office.
Didn't he already win one of those lawsuits?
I don't think on that one.
Yeah, he did because
Did he?
got it. He got an injunction, and then they removed the injunction, and it was going forward again.
And I think
So
there's
it's
a bunch more states
probably at the Supreme Court by now. So those other court cases won't matter soon
Yeah.
once the Supreme Court rules. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Well, that's all the stories we have for you today. We didn't have a science corner because
elections is supposed to be a science, but it looks like it's a pseudoscience because I count 1, 2,
no, that's not
6.
how you count. You look over and say which candidate is the candidate that should win.
That's right. And they've
You okay? We'll make it so.
that's right.
All right. Well, that's all we got today. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Tell all your friends. Tell your mom and your mom's mom. That would be your grandmother.
That's true.
Tell your first cousin, your second cousin, your third cousin.
And if you have a grandmother and you have her in your phone, you have an Instagram
You do.
that you can call anytime.
Let us know in the comments what you think. We may or may not reply. Depends on how we're feeling that day.
Or we may not reply in the next day.
All right. Talk.